Oi, how you doing? It's me, your boy. Welcome back. Enchanting Part 2. In the last episode, we set up a brand new tower. I think the tower turned out really nicely. Today, we're going to continue working on that tower. We're going to make some big improvements to it. But before we do anything, enchanting table number 2 for that build, and then bookshelves. We're going to need exactly 15 bookshelves. I bet you can't guess what for. Or, honestly, maybe you can. You probably can. These bookshelves are going to be for a second enchantment setup. Well, you see, change of plans. So, the build ended up being a little bit tighter than I thought. We have an enchantment setup over here. This enchantment setup gets us to level 30. But this is just like a normal enchantment setup. What I mean by that is we have one option here. If we put something in here, we have this enchantment right here, we have this one or this one. So 3 options. That's it. There's a way, and that way is really easy to create more options for yourself. Now, initially my plan was to put this other option either in this room up here or that room up there. By the way, the fence gate. The original plan was to put a villager inside of this build too, but I've changed my mind. I don't think we're going to put a villager in here anymore. So we need to make room for another enchantment setup. Where could we do that? Well, I was actually thinking that we could probably come back in here and add a basement onto this build right down here under this room, and then set up another enchantment setup down here. But this time the enchantment setup, it gets a little bit fancier and a lot better. How tall do we want to do this? So we're gonna put the ceiling there. Then we could do 1, 2, 3. Maybe we go down like 2 more just to make sure we have enough room in here. Two more this far down. That's probably good. Then we can go ahead and start by clearing out all of the space directly underneath this tower. Just in case, to catch everybody up, we're currently in pursuit of better gear, better tools, but specifically the gear. The armor, it's netherite and it's enchanted, but the enchantments aren't exactly the best possible enchantments. Right now, we're working on a brand new improved enchantment setup. Very soon, we'll be working on actually building the best set of armor possible. So, here we go. Now we have this room right here. This room would work, but I think what we want to do is actually build off of this room to give ourselves a little bit more room. So, we enter the room from right here. I feel like we could probably put this enchantment setup almost any direction, but I feel like it might be cool to try and set the enchantment setup up like going forward here, which might be a little bit risky. We might hit that path. We'll have to test a little bit. But if we could set it up going forward, like off of this wall, then maybe we could actually end up putting in like some windows too, and then we could see out into, I guess, the rest of our world, which I think could be pretty cool. So basically, we'll start by clearing out this space over here too. So let's see, could we add it in over here? If we dig this out, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get nothing. How about up here? Nothing still. Okay, yeah. I think we have just enough room to set this other enchantment setup over here in this direction. So check this out. We're gonna have an enchanting table right here in the center of this spot because that's how we do things. Then we're gonna have bookshelves all around this thing just like this. But instead of the bookshelves sitting on the ground forever, not moving, ever, today we're going to make the bookshelves move. You'll see in a minute, but if we add or subtract the amount of bookcases around the enchantment table, the enchantments offered actually changes. So let's talk supplies. What are you going to need to get if you're trying to set this up in your world? Well, first things first, 15 bookshelves in an enchanting table, the enchanting setup. Then you're going to need 15 sticky pistons as well, 5 redstone torches, how we're going to do this, 3 levers, and then extra redstone dust. I don't have an exact amount, so probably like a stack. Maybe a little bit more, but about a stack should do. So, here's the move. First, we're going to need our sticky pistons. Our bookcases are going to sit right here. We want our bookcases to be able to be pulled down by the sticky pistons, so that means we're going to need to dig 2 blocks down in the ground all the way around this thing, except for the front entrance spot. So, for our enchantment setup to get all the way up to level 30, we need 15 bookcases. We've already known this. The bookcases need to be placed in a particular spot, 1 block away from the enchantment table on the same level or 1 layer above. If the bookcase is pulled down 1 block, it actually won't affect the enchantment table anymore. Alternatively, you could pull the bookcases up, but I think pushing them down looks a little bit better. You can also put these bookcases in these corner blocks right here. So if we have 15 sticky pistons and we place them down all the way around this thing just like this, we're going to end up using up every single sticky piston. Eventually, as in like right now, we're going to put bookshelves above every single sticky piston just like this. Then, after we get all of our bookshelves in here, all we need to do is set up a simple circuit so we can move all of these bookshelves up whenever we want. So I don't know what it is about oak logs, but I feel like when it comes to an enchantment setup, oak logs are the ultimate vibe. I think I'd like to work some oak logs into this part of the build, and then we'll probably end up putting oak planks on the ground just to make it look like this enchantment table is maybe like decorational until you actually hit the levers. So what we're gonna do is worry about the design a little bit right here. We're gonna do oak logs all the way along the bottom here. Then to make things look good in this area, we're going to dig this out and put the actual wall and the control levers back here. Now, not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about hitting the surface here. I really don't want to have to change this, but I think hopefully we're gonna be good. Oh yeah, we're gonna be just barely good actually. Check that out. That's the surface right there. Like, wow, we're really close to it. I hope I can still do everything that I want it to do. I think I can. It should be fine. So, these walls. Eventually, we're going to come back and swap these walls out for mossy cobblestone and cobblestone. I think that would look really good. But we're not going to worry about that quite yet. What we're going to do is put a lever in the center on every single wall. So we have a lever right there, a lever right there, and a lever right there. Now, technically, all of this could be done with one single lever. But I want options here. So what I'm thinking is we'll have one lever control 5 bookshelves, another one, the other 5, and then finally, the last lever, the other 5 bookcases. If I wanted to have even more control and a little bit more customization with this thing, I could add even more levers to this thing, but honestly, realistically, 3 is going to be more than enough. This will be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a lever in the center of this wall. Then right behind it, a torch right there. This lever is going to control that torch. Now it's redstone time. We're going to start our redstone right here so the torch affects us. And then when we turn that off, the redstone is off. That's perfect. This redstone line is going to need to run down and power 5 of our sticky pistons. Let's see, where do the sticky pistons go? How far over are they? Okay, then we have one there. This is going to be the corner, right? Yeah, this is going to be the corner. So we're going to power this one, this one, this one, this one, and then one more over here. That'll be 5. All we need to do is get the redstone running to these pistons. That is pretty easy. So like usual, today we'll be putting our redstone on something that's a little bit better, just in case I'm ever digging around in here. I probably won't be, but you know, just in case. So, first things first, we'll power this piston right here. This one's going to be pretty simple. Redstone line running right over to it. Next, we'll power the one over there, which is also going to be pretty simple. We'll dig out a little bit more over here. That might be tricky. Well, actually, no, it won't be. That'll be fine. We'll dig out down here, too. Just move everything down a little bit and swap everything out for better-looking blocks. This time, we'll run it into the block right below the piston, so we keep everything low, so the floor isn't affected. There we go, 2 pistons powered. Next up, these 3 over here. These ones are going to be a little bit more tricky, but at the same time, not tricky at all. So we're going to do this right here. Then we're actually going to pop things back up and do this right here. Then finally, over here, we're going to pop things back down and do this right here. But check this out. These aren't powered. How do we fix that? Simple. Block right there, block right there. Everything is powered because these redstone lines are cut off and they're all running into the pistons or the blocks right below the pistons. So now this lever over here is going to control this section right there. These bookshelves go up and down. That's perfect. All we need to do is do that again over here. And when I say the exact same thing, I mean literally the exact same thing. We're going to start with a redstone torch right there, stone bricks down there, redstone, and then run the line to the same bookcases, but on this side. Alright, so I think I have everything good over here. This all goes in here like this. Redstone dust literally everywhere on the ground. And then we walk right up to this spot. Some pistons will get powered. Then we cut that off. We cut that off right there. And now we're good. And actually, I can trim some of this out. Right there. Perfect. Now, just to be safe, I'm actually going to go ahead and leave a torch down here on this side and maybe another one over there. And then I did the same thing on the other side. I definitely don't want to have like a baby zombie down in there. That would be highly annoying. We can actually go ahead and put this floor back now. Everything's good down there. So we have a lever over here that does that. One over here that does that. That's perfect. All we need to do is set up the final side. Now, on this side, to make our redstone a little bit more compact, we're going to actually do a small torch tower. So, we start the same. A torch right there, redstone right there. Then, instead of just doing a staircase down, which you totally could do if you wanted to, we're going to put a redstone torch right there. You can change the redstone, you don't have to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect a thing. we're going to jump down here, and then diagonally down 2, we're going to put another block. We'll put a redstone dust right there, and 1 right here. Now, if we can get back up here and hit the lever, this should flip. So that's on right now. If we hit it again, that's going to be off. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now we can run our redstone line coming off of this torch, or the block below it, so right there, over to our pistons, which is going to be insanely easy. This time, our pistons are like right in front of us. We need to do those 3, and then these 2 right over here. So I think what we'll do, because we're on this lower layer, is start by running this line straight into these pistons right here. Then we're going to go up over there, and then over there we're going to go down. Need to clear out a little bit more space, though. So down, up, down, and then on the other side, we'll do the same thing. A down right there, up right there, redstone dust everywhere. Then we'll place some extra blocks in here to cut everything off, and we should be good. So block right there, block right there, block right there. Everything is powered, I'm pretty sure. But, of course, there is one easy way to find out. We work our way out of here, hit the lever, everything turns off right there. So now, all 3 sides of this enchantment setup are now controlled by levers. If we want a base enchantment table, like no extra buffs at all, we turn all of the bookcases off, and then we have this right here. A level 1 enchantment, a level 4 enchantment, a level 8 enchantment. Of course, this is going to vary. We'll go ahead and turn 1 row on, and now things are going to get a little bit higher. We'll turn another one on, and things are going to get even higher. Finally, we turn one last one on, and then we have this right here. We have these options. Level 30 right there, that's the max. Now, you may be wondering about adding additional bookshelves. Like, what if we added a 16th one within the effect radius? What would happen? Well, unfortunately, nothing. Nothing happens. It's still the same. If we take this back out, everything is going to be identical. So we can't change the enchantments that way. We'll have to add and subtract bookshelves, or, of course, roll things over by taking one of the other enchantments. But before we do any enchanting, we have a little bit of work to do down in this area. We need to make this enchanting area nice looking, and then this room good looking too. We're gonna want to have everything that we would want to usually have by an enchantment setup down here in this enchantment setup, even though we have one like a couple blocks away right up there on the surface. Alright, so question time. How far is the land? Like, is a window even possible? Yeah, not really. That's kind of far. Like, that would be really deep. Okay, unfortunately, no window. Not that big of a deal. We could just fill the wall in instead and make it look good. A little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. In terms of the floor down here in this room, I'm actually thinking about exactly copying the floor that we did up there. So like oak and stripped oak, I feel like that would look pretty nice down here. And then by the enchantment setup, it would make everything blend in. When all of these bookcases are turned off, it's going to look like a big open area. So check this out. With all of the levers turned off, just like this, we have nothing right here. It's just an enchantment table, nothing. And then actually we turn them all on, and it's a level 30 enchantment setup. Don't tell Burb, this is perfect. This is huge. When it comes to the walls down here, I feel like it would probably only make sense to continue the walls that are upstairs, downstairs. The ceiling, though, we'll definitely be switching that up. The ceiling left like that, that would look really, really bad. I've got it. I'm super excited about this. I know exactly. Yep, I've got it. I've been saving this ceiling concept for a while. It's a really cool design. I haven't done it before. I've been saving it, and this is finally, the perfect opportunity for it. So, for this thing, we're going to need a lot of string and a lot of wood. Thankfully, I have a lot of jungle logs that I don't really care about. String, jungle logs, jungle planks, whatever. Looms right here, and then check this out. If we put looms in here like that, we're gonna get a really interesting looking ceiling design. Like this, we just tile it over and over again, or if we wanted to, we could actually, I think, get a little bit more creative with this. So check this out. We have sort of that lighter side on the loom. We could create a stripe in here, just like that, and then we could turn and basically do the same thing. Because it's an odd-shaped ceiling, I don't think the stripes are gonna line up all the way, but I think it'll be fine, right? How do we want to do this? You know what? I think all of the light spots shouldn't be next to each other. Now, if I wanted to, I could go crazy and start making like a checkered pattern, but I don't think that's what I want to do today. I think what I want to do instead is just all of the looms, like I said, facing the same direction like this, so the lines are consistent in here. I think that'll look pretty good. So once we get all of the looms inside of here, this is what we're gonna have. That ceiling right there, that definitely makes this feel like a basement for sure, absolutely. But we can make it look a little bit more basement-y by adding some cobwebs in here. Just a few up by the ceiling, like maybe like that. I feel like that's probably good. Now, we're definitely gonna wanna have like lights hanging in here. I think what we could do is maybe, could we make a chandelier? I don't know if we could. I don't know if we have really enough space. We could start with a fence post, but probably a whole chandelier wouldn't fit in here. So instead of a chandelier, here's what we'll do. We'll do that. The little cross on the ceiling, which is kind of a chandelier already. Then we'll get some lanterns in here. I think we're going to need 5 total for what I'm trying to do. So 5 right here. We're probably going to come back in and add more, though. I don't know if this is going to do it for the light level. Hang them from this thing, and boom. We have a chandelier, kind of. It does hang really low though, so maybe not. Maybe we just do that. I feel like that's probably a little bit better, just to keep the lantern out of our face. Now, this area over here, right now I have oak logs just ending weirdly. How do we fix that? Easy, easy, easy. Spruce wood, it matches this stuff like perfectly. So, spruce staircase right here, spruce staircase right there. That keeps that nice and open. Now, in here, we're going to have dirt on the ceiling. I don't like that. So spruce staircases in here, too, to create arches going up that way. And then I think maybe we could finish everything off with either trapdoors or, if we wanted to get a little bit more creative, resourceful in here, we could actually fit barrels in here, too, for extra storage. Not that we necessarily really need it, but okay, yeah, okay, cool. We can dig up, so we could do a barrel in here like that. Or we could do a barrel in here like that. Or, finally, the way that I want to do it, we could do no. We could do a barrel in here like, no. Okay. Barrels in here just like that. We have the black stripe going all the way down like that. We'll do the same thing there, the same thing there. Big question. So, I'm like right on the surface here, basically. Can I dig? Okay, that's going to be the door. Could I put a glass block right there, or 1 block lower? I think I could. I think I could maybe do this. So I'm going to have to go back up there and fix it. But what if I were to put a glass block right here and then maybe like a trap door or something on the ground up there so I can see through it, or maybe even just double up on the glass? I feel like that would be cool. Then the ceiling of this enchanting area, because why not? Why don't we do an obsidian ceiling? And then once I have more crying obsidian, because this is all of the crying obsidian that I have, I can come back in here and get a little bit more in here. So then we have this dripping particle effect, like the ceiling is like leaking or something. I feel like that would be really cool, and it's definitely, absolutely going to accent the enchanting table that's down here. I mean, look at that. That looks sweet. So 100%, that's what we're gonna do. But again, we'll have to come back later and get more crying obsidian. I just don't have it. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever tried this before. Can we put a door on a trap door? So the trap door is right there, so we can get like the light coming through, so I know if it's like daytime or not. And then the door, oh, we can. It works. If I, okay, yeah. If I open that, it doesn't work. But if I leave that alone, which I would, that would work perfectly. That's gonna work, because then down here, if I'm like, hey, is it nighttime, daytime, I can just look up and see the sky. I feel like that's cool, but maybe that should be like purple or black stained glass. Okay, let's take care of the rest of this room. So crafting table for sure. Then I think what we could do is maybe grab some iron trap doors and make a shelf over here. Shelf going right there, just like that. Every single enchanting setup definitely needs an anvil. We'll put an anvil over there. Maybe also on the shelf, we'll put a lantern right there. Next up, the grindstone. We need a grindstone. Let's put a grindstone maybe right there, or maybe we could make a shelf or something. No, let's not. Let's just put it right there. I feel like that's good. We didn't do it in the last one, but a smithing table for sure. So we can upgrade to netherite down here. That's definitely a good idea. Stonecutter, one of my favorite decoration items right there. And you know what? Because why not? Cauldrons. Cauldrons look really, really good. Let's put a cauldron down here, and we'll put it right over here in the corner. And then, of course, water in the cauldron. Well, I've made it back. I've been busy building, and the building has been going really, really well. But I almost forgot about something important. Like, entirely forgot about it. I was going to talk about it in the intro, but yeah, I forgot. the build. The tower from the outside, it looks a little bit different. Before, I had spruce planks up there. I swapped the spruce planks out for white concrete because that pulls this section of the build up into the top section. It makes the build pop a little bit more from a distance. I can't remember if the fences were there last episode, but there's fences there now, and there's fences at the bottom, and then fence gates all along this thing as well to help make the build look a little bit better. Inside of the thing is a now finished enchantment setup. It looks pretty good, but we're actually going to check that out in a second. I have a different project that I'd like to take care of really quick because it's becoming nighttime. So in this world, and in the jungle, we have 3 villagers. Axolotl, who is perfect. Everything that I'm about to say about the other villagers does not apply to Axolotl. We also have a Fletcher villager and then a cleric villager that lives inside of this cabin in the woods. These 2 villagers, this one and the Fletcher, are bad. They're not good villagers. They could be a whole lot better. Now, what do I mean, you ask? Well, that's actually pretty straightforward. This villager right here is a cleric villager. This cleric villager's prices are not the best. We could actually make these prices a whole lot better very, very easily. How do we do it? Check this out. So we've opened up the zombie spawner. It's gonna be a little bit dangerous, but hopefully we'll be good. Do I have another chest over here? Of course I don't. I forgot my netherite chest plate. It's fine. We'll just have to be careful. So we wait here. A zombie should spawn, go up the elevator, and drop down. Then we get out of the building before the zombie sees us. The zombie should, okay, it's gonna fall down. It should lock onto the villager and then try and take the villager out. So we're outside now. This has nothing to do with me now. Okay, I think there's 2 zombies in there. That's going to be a little bit dangerous. But the zombies are going to lock onto the villager. The villager doesn't suspect the thing. That's perfect. That's perfect. It's going to take a few hits. And then the villager is going to turn to a zombie villager. Then we need to be careful. We're going to have to get in here, get the zombie villager back into the pen. Perfect. Okay, so now we move in here. And these ones can go away. You can go away too. And then this goes back right there. Zombie villager, follow me. I'm just hanging out in here. Okay, perfect. Now you're trapped in there. Exactly easy. Weakness, there you go. And then golden apple. Here you go. That villager is now going to cure, or that zombie's going to cure. Now we need to do it again with a Fletcher villager. So, can I find a zombie out here in the forest, or should I just bring it over from this spot? I almost feel like I should probably just bring it over from this area because it worked before. So we're gonna open that back up, and this time we're gonna wait. Okay, a couple zombies. Hey, that's not exactly good. Okay, one of you, come. Okay, you're trapped. Now follow me, zombie. We need to make it all the way over to the Fletcher building. I don't know if I really need this, but you can have it, or don't. It's fine. It's a gold helmet. It's trash anyways. Follow me. I want to show you your new best friend. So the reason I didn't do this initially when we were setting everything up is because, well, I always knew that honestly this would be so simple, but you know what I'm realizing? We left that thing entirely open to the wild, which is definitely bad. So hold on, let's go ahead and put this door back right there for now. Alrighty then, anyways, you can continue following me over to the Fletcher building. Hopefully everything's gonna be safe, and also hopefully I don't find a zombie closer, because if I do, that's gonna be really, really annoying. Hey buddy, speed it up. Come over this way. And by the way, do you want this helmet? It's for you. No? Okay, that's fine. I don't want it anyways. He inches slowly over to the iron farm for some reason. There we go. Okay, and he's up. He's on the loose. Let's go. Oh no, my concern is immense. You can hear it in my voice. The juice is currently loose. This is not good. The zombie? No, I think I'll go in this building and hide. That's probably a good idea, right? I'm hiding in this building. The zombie, it doesn't even see me. Oh no, it sees me. How could it see me? Okay, it's fine. I'll leave the zombie in there and I'll hide out here. That's even better. Oh, I'm sorry, villager. I'm so sorry. We're gonna fix it in a minute, okay? Just stay calm. So, that's gonna take care of him. Go ahead, zombie. Do your thing. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna go in there, take the zombie out, cure the other villager. Zombie, buddy, you go away, and you're gonna want to drop that. You don't want to hold that. There you go. Now, easy. All we need to do is wait for this zombie to cure and the other one. So that one's curing. Let's actually go ahead and go check on the other one and see if it's done yet. It might be. I doubt it, but maybe. Are you done? Oh, you're sleeping. Of course you're done. This is amazing. Fence back right there. You don't need out anymore. Let's check it. Your price? Oh, that's better. That's better for sure. Look at that. We could save a little bit of rotten flesh. It's not a lot, but it is a little bit. But this one right here, 1 emerald for 1 glowstone block. Haha, thank you very much. That's gonna help in the long run, for sure, with the prices. This thing, I should definitely fix this. That's kind of weird looking. So, the cleric villager is good. That's set. That's perfect. Now the string one. The string one is the one that I'm really excited about. Alright, so that one's still working on it. We'll give you a little bit more time. That's fine. Now, I should say, you want to be careful when you're doing this. If you have villagers that you haven't traded with before, and you walk away from them, when they're zombie villagers, they might despawn. Both of these villagers had been traded with before, so I wasn't worried about it. Any second now, you take your good old time, but please, any second now, you can speed it up just a little bit. You're good. You got this. You can push through. Come on. Come on. How about now? Or now? Or maybe, just maybe. How about now? Okay, any second now. Any second. Oh, it happened. It happened. I didn't see it happen, but it happened. Okay, get out of the bed. This is my bed. We're going to roll it over to the daytime. We don't need it to be night anymore. And then the trades. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. I like that. Oh, I love that. That price got cut like right in half. 1 emerald for a bow. That's an amazing price that I would never use. But right here, 1 emerald for 5 arrows to be tipped into regeneration arrows. I don't know if I need it, but it's cool. Okay, so the new high-tech fancy enchantment setup. How's it doing? Well, in my humble opinion, it's doing very, very well. This is like my favorite enchantment area of this entire world now. And that's kind of crazy because by the end of the last episode, this was my favorite area, and this one has overtaken it already. So the shulker box, that's just my materials. This is the room. We have a grindstone, we have a smithing table, crafting table, cauldron, anvil right there, stone cutter over there, and then of course, the enchanting setup. So we hit that goes down, this one. I put some small decorations around the enchantment table to give this area a little bit more life. Here's how it would be done though. So what we want to do is probably turn that on, and then check this enchantment, loyalty 2. So that's a trident enchantment. Or we could go here and then get efficiency 3. Not worth it. So we flip that back down, we go back over here, and we're actually going to take this enchantment right here. We could take a look at these other enchantments too, but loyalty 2, I don't mind that. Power 2, loyalty 2. We could take loyalty 2, combine it with another loyalty 2 book, and get loyalty 3. That's not bad. This now. So efficiency 3, I don't really like that at all. We turn that on, and then we check it out. And right here, smite 4. Smite 4 could definitely be useful on the sword. So we go ahead and take it. Just smite 4, that's fine. Check it, power 4. I like that a lot. Or flame. Power 4, definitely more useful. So what do we do? Easy. Take it right there. That's how we do it. And hey, wait, what else? Quick charge 2. That's nice. Then I have these barrels over here that I could easily go in here and put enchantments in here. And then I put signs on this so I could actually label each barrel if I wanted to. I hear zombies outside, but it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is about the trees. Wattles, you have netherwood farms, but your normal trees are still floating in the water. You should make a building where you can grow these trees. Yeah, definitely. A tree farm is one of those things that I have honestly needed really since day one. And maybe even like a proper building if I wanted to be fancy. But it's also one of those things that for some reason, well, I'll tell you why, but I keep putting it off. And I keep putting it off because, honestly, I don't really like building tree farm buildings. Like, the nether ones were fun because they're for netherwood and they're cool, but actual buildings for tree farms, they're just weird to me because I feel like they need to be like absurdly tall, you know, and then it's hard to work with and everything. So yes, we need to build buildings for them, or maybe to make it a little bit easier, just areas for them. Definitely. The bamboo farm. The bamboo farm is running. Check that out. Then check this out. Then over here, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. What could we do with all of this bamboo? Well, you see, good question. So I could totally hook that bamboo farm up to an auto smelter and use bamboo as fuel. We have so much bamboo, we're never going to use it all. Yeah, that would definitely work. But did you know that bamboo can actually be used to craft sticks? So it's going to be a little bit pricey on a larger scale. 2 bamboo converts down into 1 stick. But remember how much bamboo we have. So right here, there's a stack of sticks. And then again, there's a stack of sticks, and then we can repeat that over and over and over again until we use up all of this bamboo on sticks. That's a lot of sticks. I don't have a use for those sticks either, so you you apparently do have a use for sticks. So check this out. Right here, we could just go ahead and sell all of these sticks to this villager right here, get a bunch of experience, and actually something useful out of that bamboo. Right here, another super simple way to get lots of emeralds quickly. That bamboo farm, if we built that thing bigger, this would be so profitable. Just wanted to show you guys that one. That's gonna be it for this episode of the Minecraft Guide. If you enjoyed it, big favor, smash like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Only like 40% of you that watch these videos are actually subscribed. What's going on? Today, I'd like to send a huge thank you to my patrons, Cat0808 and Unique Sarah. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, the next video, whatever comes next, tomorrow.